ladies, I'm Barbara and I am your menopause drama mama. Today is the second video that I am doing on your digestive system. If you are having issues and being bloated, being gassy, not feeling well, this video hopefully will explain to you what else is going on besides if you're thinking that it's just your stomach. This is a huge domino effect once again in our body when we lose estrogen, because most women think that when you eat it is just being processed in your stomach and it may be just stomach issues, but the stomach is just your breakdown chamber, and what it does is it churns your food, it mixes food with stomach acid, and it begins breaking down the protein that you're ingesting. And the stomach is like a blender and acid bath for you, for the food that you're eating. And it is supposed to be helping digest your protein, absorb your minerals, activate the enzymes in your body, and help protect against harmful bacteria. But when we lose our estrogen, the other organs that are supposed to be doing your enzymes and, producing that acid, which is like that bile, those organs are being negatively affected too, without having that estrogen that we had prior to our menopause years. Now, if you are feeling, bloated and gassy and, your poop floating and, walking around, like for me, I would just hold my stomach and I would just constantly be rubbing it because it just hurt so much. And I was always in pain. And I didn't realize that the liver was also being sluggish at this time because it didn't have the estrogen that it used to have. But the liver is the bile factory, and it produces bile for our stomach to help break down the fats. It helps absorb your fat-soluble vitamins, and it helps support your digestive system. And so basically your bile acts like dish soap for your fats. It kind of, breaking them down to clean them up, to get them moved out of your system. And you need the good, fat solubles to be absorbed into your body. So why this really matters is that if we do not have enough bile, the fat sits longer in our stomach area. The digestion is really sluggish, and your bloating increases again. And remember, I talked about that with dairy, but it also happens when you have fats in your system, when you're ingesting it. And if your liver is not producing that bile, then that food is just fermenting in your stomach and making, the pain much worse, because you are bloating up even more. And you may go out for a really nice dinner and maybe have a steak, but that when you get home and all of a sudden you're not feeling well, and you probably had some vegetables and, with that good fat also, now your stomach is like doing somersaults because it can't produce that bile to, into the stomach to get the acid working to start breaking down those foods for you. And you will notice probably, that your stool may be floating, because mine was. You're very uncomfortable after you eat. And the other reason that this is all happening is because of the gallbladder. And the gallbladder is the storage tank for your bile. And the gallbladder stores bile from the liver. So when the liver is producing bile, it goes into your gallbladder. And then things should have like this communication system going on in your system. And when the estrogen drops severely, that communication system is completely broken and the organs are not functioning the way they used to help support all that digestion that should be going on in your stomach area. So when you eat fat, your gallbladder should start releasing bile into your digestion system. And what it's supposed to do is squeeze bile into that tract, because it should be getting a signal that you have food coming in and you need acid to start breaking it down. Now, if the bile flow is sluggish, then you're not going to have the proper fat digestion. You're going to have your bloating increase again some more, and sometimes you might feel a bit nauseated. You can get a pressure under the ribs, and I've had that. You will have a lot more gas again happening, and you will feel really full. Your stomach will start bloating out, and like for me, I always felt like I was like 4 or 5 months pregnant. The next organ that also is affected from not having enough estrogen is your pancreas. And your pancreas is the enzyme producer. And what happens is that the enzymes, your pancreas produces digestive enzymes. So these enzymes are needed then to break down fats again, proteins, and your carbohydrates. And the enzymes are like your tiny little helpers that chop food up into smaller pieces. So again, when you do not have enough estrogen, not only is your liver not working properly, your pancreas isn't working properly, and your gallbladder is not working properly. Now, the enzymes need, without them, your food is going to sit longer again. It's going to start fermenting more, and you're going to get more gas and more bloating. So it is like this huge storm that just constantly is going on in your body because nothing is working properly. Everything you're taking in is sitting there. It's not getting digested. It's not getting moved through the system quick enough. And then you're just going to feel like shit even more. The small intestine also is affected by this, and that is your absorption center. And what it does is this is where your nutrients are supposed to be absorbed into your body. And when things are not working right, your amino acids, your vitamins, your minerals, your fats, and your carbohydrates are not being absorbed properly anymore into your body. So I had realized apparently then probably for years, everything that I've been taking, whether it's vitamins or supplements, were not properly being absorbed in my small intestines because I had all this other shit going on with my stomach, with the liver, with the pancreas, with the gallbladder. And, I wasn't getting any answers from doctors. All I was being told is, well, you need more protein, you need more of this, you need more of that now that you've gone through menopause. But, they don't think, well, do you have the digestion problem after menopause? So all I was doing was going to the doctor and going through even more pain because I'm trying to eat healthier, and all it was doing was making me sicker. So what the small intestine is where your body pulls nutrients out of the food and into your system. And why this matters most is if the digestion is poor beforehand, the body can struggle to absorb any of those nutrients properly. And then that can lead to fatigue. It can lead to low energy, a poor recovery when you're doing your exercising, and nutritional deficiencies. The large intestine also involved, which is your colon. Now this is your water recycler. And what the colon does is absorb water, and that helps form your stools and helps house the gut microbiome for you. And the colon helps manage your weight and gut bacteria. So when all of this is out of, balance, then the bad gut bacteria keeps building, causing even more gas, causing more inflammation, causing more bloating. And so basically, what this comes down to is your food starts fermenting excessively, and that is exactly what happened to me. The gas is building, the bloating increases, and the pressure increases, and then you just feel even worse. So stay tuned, because my next video is extremely important. I found out what was happening, and that I explained in the past video, and what is going on with your organs when you lose that estrogen. But in my third video, I found a regimen that actually has helped me. I have not had any of this excessive gas anymore. I don't have that stench. If I do have a little gas, that doesn't smell. I don't have that bloating. I don't feel like I am 4 or 5 months pregnant anymore. I don't go around holding my stomach anymore. And I literally found something that helps me, and I am hoping that it will help you. So please watch my next video on my regimen of 3 things that I take now that has helped tremendously in my digestive system. All right, ladies, I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are in this world. May the sun be shining upon you today. I hope that you are filled with blessings in your life, and I am always sending high vibrations your way. Take care, and I will talk to you very soon in my next video. Bye-bye, ladies.